Now, before getting into today's video, I must appraise Samsung for its commendable job with the Note lineup. Dating back to 2011, Samsung made a rather skeptical move of building larger size phones. This concept, which was a very risky move for the company at that time, did pave a way for a whole new smartphone category. Now, gradually learning and improving on its Note lineup, Samsung has perhaps managed to become the ultimate player in the phablet category. And personally, we would like to thank Samsung as we did our very first video on this channel with a Galaxy Note. And the rest that followed has been great so far. The year was 2007 and the world did go crazy with Apple's original iPhone launch killing off the Stylus QWERTY keyboard and bringing out a new era of large touchscreen revolution. Apple seemed to have outthought all the major competitors, making itself as the only innovative company in the smartphone world.
It's this stuff right here. They all have these keyboards that are there whether you need them or not to be there. How are we going to communicate this? We don't want to carry around a mouse, right? So what are we going to do? Oh, a stylus, right? We're going to use a stylus. No. And boy, have we patented it.
On the other side, Samsung had been quietly plugging away at the smartphone for a decade, dabbling with Palm and Windows Phone and its own Java-based quasi-smartphone OS before finding its feet with its first round of Galaxy S phones. It was actually the Galaxy S2 that led Samsung to truly break out in the US. The Galaxy S2 was released on 3 out of 4 major carriers, which meant that Samsung could start powerful marketing campaigns around the phone. And once the Galaxy S3 came out as the anti-iPhone, Samsung established itself as a big player in the smartphone market. But trouble soon followed the company when Apple began litigating against Samsung in multiple patent infringement suits. Billions of dollars in damages were exchanged over the course of time. And the fun fact here was Samsung actually paid Apple millions of dollars in pennies. Amidst all this, the Korean giant had a vision of its own when it came to innovation in portable devices. And in 2011, Samsung released the very first Galaxy Note, a 5.3-inch AMOLED display with a stylus. At that time, people perceived anything larger than 4-inch phone to be too big for everyday use. And quite obviously, people were actually skeptical about the Note size. Will it fit in the pocket? Will it break? And thus arrived multiple videos on YouTube demonstrating the contrary was true. Now, beyond the captivating size the Galaxy Note series brought to the table, it managed to also reintroduce the consumer to the stylus. Now, it not only brought back the stylus dubbed as the S Pen, but improved it in every single way possible. Outperforming most of its rival, Galaxy Note certainly started out as a new revolution of its own. And then came the Note 2, bigger, better, and perhaps a worthy successor to a revolutionary Note. A larger display, double the RAM, a faster processor, Note 2 had it all. The addition of Air View functionality made it closer to PC mouse we were accustomed to. Although the plastic build was still an issue for a premium phone, Note 2 lived up to the expectations in terms of performance and usability. Now, Note 3 did try to address this very issue, not with premium material but with a complete design overhaul. The Fox-stitched plastic bag tried to imitate leather to give it more premium feel. On the other side, the series was starting to be the powerhouse in smartphone market. It featured even bigger 5.7-inch screen with the first ever 1080p resolution, a camera capable of recording 4K footages, and addition of an IR blaster to use your household equipments. The S Pen and TouchWiz were evolving with it as well. It did address the productivity aspect with enhanced features like multi-window for true side-by-side multitasking and a new Air Command view. Samsung was clearly dominating its own established phablet market. By 2014, the smartphone market was filled with competition, with manufacturers coming out with more features and more pixels crammed onto a sleek and stylish body. As a reputation that Samsung held going off to crazy limits in their products, they yet again went off to bring an unusual curved display that wasn't expected on a smartphone. The Note 4 and the Note Edge both launched at the same time and shared some powerful features and specifications like a Quad HD display, fingerprint sensor, and so much more. Now on the other side, the Edge display had some practical usage like displaying notifications, quick app launch and so on. And the infamous TouchWiz bloatware was trimmed down a bit and was indeed a delicacy for most smartphone enthusiasts. But one thing all consumers complained about was the premium build for the premium price tag. Now all of that changed with the Note 5. The glass and metal construction was exactly what people were looking for. The slightly curved edges along the back of the phone made it feel more ergonomic, and it improved upon its predecessor in every way possible. Well, a new, more responsive fingerprint sensor, an added S Pen functionality, better camera, better display, Note 5 seemed to be like a perfect phablet. On top of all that, it didn't disappoint in terms of new features as well. Now Note 5 did feel closer to human habits with the S Pen auto eject mechanism that mimicked the click of a pen. Samsung was clearly exceeding its expectation when it came to specifications and features in the Note lineup. And that is what fueled the 6th generation of the Galaxy Note family. Samsung decided to skip the number 6 to bring it in line with the Galaxy S family, and everyone were eagerly waiting for the next king of phablets. Having stretched into almost every hardware and software feature on a Note lineup, there was little expectation that the Note 7 would bring anything new to the table. But proving everyone wrong, Note 7 yet again surprised everybody with its iris scanner. While the eye scanning security mechanism was the highlight of the show, Note 7 continued to impress in terms of taking amazing photos and videos, enhanced S Pen functionality, gaming tools, premium builds and many more. It was actually becoming evident that Note 7 would become one of the top-selling smartphones of the year. Now, the first news came in August 29th when Ariel Gonzalez posted a video on YouTube showing the Note 7 reportedly catching on fire shortly after its official charger was unplugged. And soon after that, numerous Note 7 users reported about exploding batteries soon after charging. Initially, Samsung blamed faulty batteries from one of its suppliers, but were quickly to act when it came under consumer safety. Within a week, Samsung issued an official replacement program and asked users to turn it down and get it replaced immediately. The Note 7 was banned from major flights, and the company tried everything it could to replace the phones, ensuring safety of its consumers. But when the replaced Note 7 started blowing up even after the safety mark, there was not much more that Samsung could have done. It thus had to discontinue Note 7 and recall all the units. Now honestly, I did use my Note 7 for about 3 weeks. It honestly was an incredible phone that lived up to almost all my expectations. And I do commend Samsung for acting quickly on the matter. It is indeed a pity that a great phone like the Note 7 had to be killed off so soon. And I strongly believe that Samsung will come out of something new pretty soon. Now this was the evolution of the Note series, from Note 1 to Note 7. Well, that is it for this video guys. We will be coming up with more interesting topics pretty soon. Until then, please subscribe, hit the like button, and you guys have a great day.